So mere hours after settling her lawsuit with Justin Baldoni and his production company Wayfarer Studios, Blake Lively hit the red carpet for the Met Gala. And I think that this is probably her biggest public appearance since this entire thing started. And like, I hate to say it. This is like tearing my hair out. I hate to say it because I really do not like her anymore, but I do love her look. Now, I have no idea how it relates to the theme just yet. I'm sure I will figure that out. But when it comes to the Met Gala, unfortunately, this insufferable woman, she always shows up looking great. She does these like extravagant long ball gowns. The one that she did that was kind of relating to the Statue of Liberty with the long train. I mean, chef's kiss. She knows what looks good on her. Unfortunately, she should have known what looks good on her when she was doing the costumes for It Ends With Us, but that's a whole other conversation. When it comes to the Met Gala, she does know what she's doing. And so she, on the red carpet, has been the talk of the town. One of the main talks of the town. The thing that stood out to me even more than just her showing up was the way that the media glazed her in the process. And yesterday, I told you guys this would happen. And I saw a few comments from people being like, no, Brett, like she is totally done. And then I opened my phone and I saw her on the red carpet. And I was like, boom, I have been vindicated. Because look at this, Variety. Blake Lively stuns on the Met Gala red carpet. Blake Lively was all smiles at the Met Gala hours after settling her lawsuit. She stunned in an archival gown. New York Magazine. Hours after settling her lawsuit, the actress celebrated in a Versace dress, putting the most beautiful picture of her possible. Like that is how you know that the media loves you. Because I guarantee there's a photo on that red carpet, not the most flattering angle. There was a moment on the red carpet where she was kind of like struggling with her dress and nobody was helping her. And that was a little bit awkward. People were kind of like steering clear of her. They could have chosen that one. They could have chosen something with bad lighting, but no, they picked the perfect effortless smile, the great skin. She looks carefree. The media freaking loves her. Like, what did I tell you guys? I think with the public, normal Americans, her reputation is shot, but I really don't see her or Ryan Reynolds facing great consequences within this industry. And last night at the Met Gala, proved that. And it also proved that celebrities, per usual, are virtue signaling idiots. And their grandstanding about the involvement of Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos, was almost too much for me to bear. Let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite dress of the night was, the craziest celebrity thing that you saw. I want to know. I'll be responding in the comments. So leave that down below. If you want to stay up to date on everything that we're doing here on the channel, make sure to ring that notification bell. Also, if you are in Nashville or the greater Middle Tennessee area, I will be at Zanies again doing another live show on May 19th. Hope to see you guys there. The link to buy tickets will be in the description below. All right, guys. So other than Blake Lively, the biggest story coming out of the Met Gala this year was that Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos, hosted the Met Gala as honorary chairs and primary sponsors after donating $10 million to the Met Gala's Costume Institute. And of course, because it is 2026 and everybody hates billionaires, eat the rich, people were not happy about their involvement. And honestly, they have not been happy since their wedding when everybody was pissed at Lauren that she was given a Vogue cover on their wedding day, which you can see here. Now, the wokies and the celebrity class, they decided that they automatically hate this poor woman because she is married to Jeff Bezos and obviously no ethical billionaires, eat the rich, all of the things, whatever the slogan is right now. So when she showed up on the cover of Vogue, it was like an atrocity. How could she do this? How? She botched the covers, what they were saying. Money and influence gets you anywhere. Yeah, it kind of does. Sorry, you guys all have it too. You're celebrities. Lauren Sanchez can wield her husband's money as well. Anyway, they were pissed. So that cover was her first transgression other than just marrying Bezos in and of itself. But then it came out that she and her Jeff were Met Gala chairs and everyone lost their damn minds. That was the biggest story coming out of this year. And this whole thing just honestly makes me laugh because immediately upon them being appointed these chairs of the event, all of these media articles came out saying, the Met Gala is done. Is this the last year of the Met Gala? The prestige of the Met Gala, it is done. It's totally changed. It's irredeemable. But the thing is, they've been saying that for years. It's like every single year those articles come out. I do episodes about the Met Gala almost every year, and I'm like, is this it? It's not all it's cracked up to be. We talk about that every single year. It's like a running joke at this point. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez did not do that to the Met Gala. And for some reason, their involvement was what really crossed a line when it came to the prestige of the gala. Not having influencers and TikTokers like Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie D'Amelio on the red carpet, not having politicians like AOC on the red carpet, not suddenly showing BTS footage from inside the event, which used to be so mysterious and private, like no phones, no media, nothing in there. No. In the year 2026, it was the Bezoses, and per usual, a lot of it obviously had to do with politics. Like someone tweeted and said, I just want to remind everyone that the Met Gala's lead sponsor this year is Amazon, which which supports ICE and provides infrastructure that helps target and terrorize our neighborhoods and communities. Condé Nast and Vogue made Bezos a co-chair in February 2026 after the murders of Alex Preety, Renee Good, and Keith Porter Jr. and more. If you attend and support the gala, this is who you are supporting. Got it. Thanks, Aaron. I had no idea that Jeff Bezos was the one behind all of those people getting killed. I mean, that's just idiotic, honestly. But she was not the only one. Colin Firth's ex-wife did not know he was married or divorced, but she jumped in. This got picked up by the press as well. She said this.
You are accepting money as a sponsor for tonight Met Ball Gala from one of the most unethical people in the world, one of the most dangerous men in the world, who has funded ICE, is still funded ICE, donated money to Donald Trump inauguration. And that's even before we go on a long rant about Amazon workers and Amazon as a whole overall business. And it's just really sad that with all the power that you have, which is so much and so important and so beautiful, that's what you chose to do. You basically chose to side on this line of history or the side of history, which says the empire is really strong and alive and kicking. And tonight you will see the biggest manifestation of that. It's the Hunger Games scenes. There were costumes there too.
It is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that Jeff Bezos is involved. And what is so ironic to me is that now people like her and other people posting online, keyboard warriors, they're so angry. Now in 2026, after years of this, now they're likening it to the Hunger Games. Now, because a rich person that they don't like is there, now it is the Hunger Games. Like, I'm sorry, but that is just totally inconsistent. Miss me with that behavior. Like, for years, media moguls, brand heiresses with billions and billions upon billions of dollars have been attending the gala for years, often choosing to just skip the red carpet, walk in the back door, they buy a table, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't make a fuss about that at all, even though there is an obscene amount of wealth on display. But now, now Bezos sponsors the event. He brings Priscilla Chan and Mark Zuckerberg. They walk in the back door. The Snapchat founder is there. OpenAI's like brand partnership guy is there, and all hell breaks loose. Those are the wrong types of billionaires. Now it is the Hunger Games. I mean, this is such BS. It is convenient outrage. They were looking for something to be angry about. And honestly, I see no reason to be angry about it. Like, had I not seen all of this media outrage, I would have not known that Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez helped put on the event at all. Like, they kind of stayed in the background. They, came to the events, but it was not the Lauren and Jeff show at all. It was still the Met Gala. And to be fair, like, they have been very clear that they were supporting from a place of philanthropy because they like the Met. They love the Costume Institute. The Met CEO and director even defended their involvement, telling a reporter this. He said, "What the Bezoses are providing funds for are the museum and costume institutes, ethos and initiatives, not a donor's personal agenda. This is not a show on Amazon. This is not a show on Lauren Sanchez's dresses. One needs to be really clear that what our donors are supporting is the program of the Met and the ideas of our curators, the integrity of the institution, and they don't want to have it any other way. That is exactly the donors that we want. So a donor that is supporting what the museum wants to do and the mission of the museum, and those are the donors that museums like ours need to have." And honestly, like, nobody in their right mind should be shocked or appalled that the Met accepted their donation and involvement. Like, it is a $10 million donation. Who would turn that down? It's a museum. They would be dumb to turn it down. And just because good old Jeffrey likes to take joyrides to space and has a mega yacht the size of a mansion, and because Lauren likes to flaunt her, billionaire big boobies, and they don't, outwardly hate Trump, which is probably their biggest crime, it does not mean that they can't support one of the most famous, important museums in the country, or that their contribution is somehow not worthy. It is just as worthy. So how about y'all just stay silent as my suppressor from Silencer Shop. And if you guys are not shooting suppressed yet, then you are genuinely missing out, because it is a game changer. It just makes your firearms easier to control. They have less snappy recoil, and honestly, it just makes your shooting so much more of an enjoyable experience, especially if you are new to shooting. Now, for a long time, people, including me, avoided suppressors because buying them was buried under mountains of bureaucratic paperwork. I actually used to think that suppressors were illegal, but that is why Silencer Shop exists. They make the process so easy and they walk you through everything. You just pick your suppressor online, you create a profile with Silencer Shop, you sign a couple forms, and then they handle all of the other heavy lifting. Plus, the old $200 tax stamp cost on suppressors is gone, which means more money back in your pocket. And while you're on their site, make sure to check out their amazing inventory of firearms, optics, and other accessories, because whether you are choosing your first firearm or upgrading what you already have with a suppressor or something like that, they are literally your one-stop shop. And what I love about Silencer Shop is that they really walk the walk. They do not just simplify the process on their own website, they are actively suing the federal government to protect everyone's rights to own things like suppressors, short-barreled rifles, and other regulated items, because your rights should not come with government overreach. That is what they believe, and that is what they are fighting for. Just head on over to silencershop.com/Cooper for a better, more comfortable shooting experience, and you can head over to my friends at Good Ranchers for the best meat of your life. Now, guys, I did not realize how much time and mental energy I was spending on grocery shopping until I stopped doing it as much. Between planning meals and running to the store and second-guessing what I was buying and whether I actually needed it, it all adds up mentally. And so having high-quality meat show up at our door just makes everything so much easier. It's one less thing to think about, and that is why we love Good Ranchers in this house. Good Ranchers partners with local farmers and ranchers all around the country to deliver 100% American meat straight to your doorstep. It is pasture-raised, has no antibiotics, no added hormones. It is better than organic. It is the kind of quality that you can actually feel good about serving to the people that you love who are sitting around your table. So start your plan with Good Ranchers today, and you will get free meat included with every order, a little surprise, plus $100 off your first 3 orders if you use my code Brett. So just go to goodranchers.com and use code Brett at checkout. Again, that is special free meat included in every order, plus $100 off your first 3 orders when you start your subscription plan this month only. Or if you just want to try it out, you can get $40 off your first order with my code Brett instead. So tons of options for you guys. Use code Brett, pick out what works for you. That is goodranchers.com, American meat delivered. Anyway, back to the story. All of that being said about Bezos and Lauren, the Met director coming to their defense, that did not stop the media uproar, obviously, nor did it stop multiple celebrities from refusing to attend, allegedly, because of the couple's involvement. You can see a headline right here. For example, model Bella Hadid, who is often at the Met Gala, she was notably not there, and she was caught on social media liking this video, which told audiences kind of her thoughts about it and why she was not there. So this is the video that she liked.
You are a celebrity and you attend the Met Gala and you wear the Ice Out pin. Please note that I will be dragging you in perpetuity. You cannot wear the Ice Out pin to the Jeff Bezos backed Met Gala. Jeff Bezos is part of the reason we're in this fucking mess. Jeff Bezos supports this fucking mess. Just a friendly reminder, I know that the funds from the Met Gala go to a good cause in that the Met is a wonderful institution in New York City. But it is wild to me that this event is sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who has backed Trump, who has slashed arts funding. If you're a publicist and at the last minute you're thinking, I don't know if my client should go to the Met Gala, let this be your video.
Now, what is so funny to me about that video is that she is complaining about Trump, slashing arts funding, whatever he's doing. She's angry at Jeff Bezos because he was at the inauguration. He's not speaking out against Trump, and he has the gall to stand next to him and then try to support the Met. Like, do you see how ridiculous that sounds? Like, he is giving his time and energy, his hard-earned money, $10 million to support the arts. That should be a win in your book, because he's doing that even while Donald Trump is doing things that you disagree with. Like, do the arts only have to be funded through our tax dollars? Do the arts only need to be funded through the federal government? No, people can contribute. That is what Jeff Bezos is doing. He is actually supporting your cause in a sense, and yet you are still so angry because he's not saying the right things. Moving on from that was just kind of an aside. Bella Hadid liked that video. It showed up on Instagram. Everybody saw that her account liked it. Then she was coincidentally not at the event. Now, additionally, Olivia Rodrigo, the singer, she also chose not to attend. And much like Bella Hadid, she let people know through an Instagram like on a post speculating that she was not going to be there because of the Bezos boycott. So she essentially confirmed that's why she was not going to be in attendance. However, and I love this, people were quick to point out the irony that even though she boycotted the event, she did attend the after party, and she sells an exclusive vinyl of her album on Amazon, which just makes Jeff Bezos richer. So she's not going to show up at his event, but she is going to do an exclusive collaboration with Amazon for her music. Makes sense. Moving on. Now, the media also tried to stir up some crap saying that Queen Meryl Streep was boycotting the event and that she refused to work with Lauren and Jeff. You can see media updates wrote about this. This was also in TMZ and all the different things, but Meryl Streep's team was quick to respond and point out that actually Meryl Streep has never attended. She does not want to attend. It's not her scene. They did not say whether she had been invited or was asked to be, a co-chair. People were speculating, because Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out, that she should have been a co-chair. This would have been like the perfect perfect PR moment for her. They did not talk about any of that. They just said, look, she's never been there, so I don't know what story you're making up. She doesn't want to go. It's not because of Jeff. She's just not that kind of celebrity, and honestly, she is an icon for that. Now, of course, the normie libs, the non-celebrities, they were not pleased about Jeff Bezos either, and per usual, they decided to protest in the most retarded, nasty way possible. With tinkle. And I specifically use that word because my dear sweet husband Alex, it is his least favorite word on the planet, so I chose to use that for him. I love you, Angel. But yes, you heard that correctly. Through pee. And this all stems from some story, some allegation about Amazon workers feeling pressured to not take bathroom breaks and instead saying that they felt like they needed to pee into water bottles because they were worked so hard. So the wokies decided that the best way they could get back to Jeff Bezos and, give a piece of their mind because they're so angry that he's at the Met Gala was that they could leave mini bottles of pee with his face on it all over the Met Museum before it was shut down for an event. Just watch this video of this group actually doing it.
Yesterday, the day before, I'm talking
And you just know these protesters felt so good about themselves. They're so smug. They're like, this is justice. This is how we fight back against the man. I'm going to pee into a bottle. He's going to really ruin the night for Jeff Bezos. And Jeff Bezos is like, I don't even think about you. I don't even think about you. And honestly, I love that for him. Now, the other thing I want to say is that I genuinely feel so bad for these museums. They're suddenly in the middle of all of these protests. There's like urine, tinkle being left all over the Met. The Mona Lisa is getting, has tomato soup being thrown at it. People are spray painting over amazing works of art, all in the name of climate justice. Like, what did this art ever do to you? What did these nonprofit museums ever do to you? You idiots. Anyway, they did all of that, and don't worry if you felt left out. They did leave empty water bottles outside the museum in case any passerbyers wanted to partake, felt inspired by their protest. How benevolent of them. That's so wonderful. While some chose to grandstand and virtue signal from outside the building, or maybe by leaving their pee inside the building, others did not want to turn down the prestigious invitation, obviously, so they chose to bring the protest inside, like Sarah Paulson and her quote-unquote blinded by money look. So Sarah Paulson showed up to the event. She chose to wear a $1 bill over her eyes, allegedly to point to and protest Jeff Bezos and the top 1%, of which she is part of. She is in the top 1%, and yet this is her brave and beautiful protest against her own people? Like, it just does not make sense. This woman has a net worth of $12 million. Sarah, you are in that percentage. I'm so sorry, but you are an elite. You might not be as elite as Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, but honey, you are not working class, and you certainly cannot LARP as working class while being on the red carpet of the Met Gala. Like, you are not some hero showing up from District 12 to take down the Capitol. You are the frickin' Capitol. Thank you. This is also just so perfect because you know that when she donned that dollar bill, poking the little holes in it so she could see on the red carpet, you know that she thought she ate this look down. People were gonna love it. They were gonna applause, do this, snap, 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 whatever it is now. And yet even this morning, the mainstream media is calling her out. This was Cosmopolitan's headline this morning. Sarah Paulson's tone-deaf Met Gala 1% look is not the flex she thinks it is. LOL to calling out the rich while partying with the rich and actually being rich? Yeah, exactly. Like, you have two options here. You can either boycott it, which is totally fine. If something does not align with your values and you don't want to show up, that's great. Do that. Even if I disagree with you, I will respect that you are choosing to step out of the limelight to support your values or show up and revel in it. Revel in your prestigious invitation. Have a good time. Do not try to do both. You cannot straddle them. There is no in between. And honestly, like, that is why I personally do not care at all that Lauren Sanchez Bezos and Jeff Bezos are involved. Because, like, the Met, like we talked about earlier, it has already lost its prestige over the last decade or so. Like, there is no mystery anymore or real elitism. Like, I think that the guest list is a big part of it, but also the growth of social media, the fact that the curtain has been pulled back on the event, event itself, like what happens actually in the Met Gala, which again used to be this big secretive private thing. But now also we know so much about every attendee that is going. It's no longer like the secretive celebrity class of elite people. Like, we know everything about the event, everything about these people, and it's like, okay, it's just like a bunch of crazy outfits on a Monday in May. It's nothing really special anymore. Like, you cannot, as an individual, you can't sit on your social media posting infographics to your millions of followers talking about eat the rich and fight the oligarchy, whatever it is, and then show up to the Met with all of the rich and be part of it. And I promise this goes back to Jeff and Lauren, because with them, they're not like that. They actually are consistent in their wealth and their enjoyment of their wealth. Like, they are filthy rich. They are so filthy rich. They never apologize for it. They never pretend like money cannot buy them things. Lauren's not pretending that she can't get on the cover of Vogue at the drop of a hat. And honestly, like, that's refreshing in this crazy world. I love that for them. Like, Lauren seems like she is having the time of her life. She is smart. She had a successful career. She married up. She went to frickin' space. She's rubbing shoulders with all the celebrities that I'm sure she once loved. And she is happy. Most importantly, she's just a happy individual. I actually read a recent New York Times profile on her, and the takeaway was just that. I actually think the headline was like, Lauren Sanchez is happy and doesn't care. But I pulled this up. This is part of the intro of the piece. And I just want you to like, just take a sec. I know that this is so insane and like so unordinary, but this feels like a great descriptor of Lauren and her life with Jeff. So the author writes, she and Mr. Bezos do everything together. On a typical day, the newlyweds wake up around 6 in their new, roughly $230 million compound on Indian Creek, an exclusive private island in Miami, often called Billionaire Bunker. They don't touch their phones. Instead, they begin each day by listing 10 things they're grateful for, and they can't repeat what they named the day before. From there, the couple drink their morning coffee in a sunroom and watch the sunrise. Hers from a mug that reads, "Woke up sexy as hell again," and his from one that she got him that spells hunk in symbols from the periodic table. They play pickleball. 6 days a week, they work out for an hour with a private trainer. That's a freaking delightful life. She is happy. She apparently has a great marriage. She is so in love with Jeff Bezos. She is just doing her own thing. Like, freaking good for her, honestly. That sounds lovely. Like, I would rather her fully embrace all of this. The absurd wealth of her life, the billionaire bunker, pickleball and private trainers 6 days a week. I would rather her lean into all of that and never apologize or try to feign relatability or any kind of faux political struggle, because that would just be idiotic and so fake. Her authenticity in being so incredibly rich and loving every second of it is fantastic. And so if she wants to go out there and buy her way into the Met Gala and sponsor the Met Gala and walk the red carpet with Nicole Kidman and Anna Wintour, let her. That is great for her. And let the rest of them cry their crocodile tears on social media about it, which they will inevitably wipe away with the millions of dollars that they also have, which is why it just gets even more ridiculous. And you know what? The last thing I'll say is that if these celebrities actually cared about the mission behind the Met Gala, funding the Met, funding the Costume Institute, then they should be happy about what happened this year, because thanks to Jeff Bezos and all of his tech buddies who showed up big time, again, from Snapchat to OpenAI to Mark Zuckerberg to like random tech moguls who were walking the red carpet, like they all showed up. They broke the Met Gala fundraising record. This year, they raised a record $42 million. So if that is what the point of the Met Gala is, if you are all showing up, bringing your influence, if you're showing up and, donating your time and money to support this amazing cause, to support this incredible art institution that is so important for Americans everywhere, that's important for our culture, because art is important, then you should be happy about their influence and what their influence brought this year. But we all know that they don't actually care about that. They just want to be able to parade around. They don't want to have to share air with somebody who is problematic and less than them. They just want to be parroting the talking points of whatever the current thing is. And the current thing this week was boycotting Bezos.